Hello, welcome to my sewing room on a Sunday morning. I today am going to be planning a little bit. So this is more of a chat than a sew, but it was specifically around what's up next because I've kind of been I did the Marcel dress last, and I actually sewed some masks for my daughter for school starting. I didn't stream that because really, who needs to see more mask sewing? We've all probably had enough of that. And so today I am trying to think about what I want to do next, kind of what my wardrobe needs, all those sorts of questions. So I just thought I'd talk through everything that I'm working on. I have some inspiration for my next round of sewing. And I forgot to pull it up before I started the stream, so y'all get to kind of see me pull this up. But let's see if we can go to Instagram from here? And I don't know if I know my password, so we'll see if this works. I actually have no idea what my password is. Cool. Okay, that was it. Neat. Now the next question is, can you go find your saved stuff from here? I don't want to save my password. Thank you anyway. And my saved one's cool. And we're going to go find this one. Okay, so here is my inspiration. This is That's Sew Monica. And I love everything about this outfit. Yeah, I love the shape. I love the silhouette. Oh, you can't see it. I've been doing this whole time. Guys, I'm going to get better at this. I promise I will. There it is. So this is That's Sew Monica, and it's the Tacoma blouse by Mood Patterns. It's a free pattern, and it's in a pretty good range of sizes. It's in my size, and I'm technically, I don't know, some people say I'm small fat or whatever you want to say, but I'm at the top end of regular size, the low end of plus size, and this is in my size with stuff with sizes above me. So you can check that one out. The pants are McCall's. She has it in here. Pants made by me, McCall's 7726. I don't have this one. And search Google for, I believe it's this one here. Oh, that's on Etsy. But that is McCall's 7726. Let's see if that matches the, I'm going to guess that's it. Let's see, what else we got? I don't want to be in images. I want to go to all searches and go to McCall's. Just McCall's. There we go. Let's see what the actual, oh, that's sewing pattern review too. But that is also the same one. I'm going to guess that's it. And I'm going to guess it's this View D wide leg one. I don't have that pattern, and I don't really want to buy new patterns right now. So I'm going to find a substitute pattern for the pants. I do like the wide leg silhouette like that, but I'm just afraid it's going to overwhelm me. So it'll be an experiment for the wide leg look. But I think Peppermint Pants from In the Folds, they have a free pant pattern that I'm going to look at. And then I have a couple here. This is not wide leg. This one is Simplicity 8134. And it's got a wide leg pant like this. And I do own this one. And it has the option between a flat front elasticated back or an elastic all the way around waist. So you can see on this one, that one's elasticated all the way around. I don't know if we can zoom in, but this one is not. It's got a flat front. And I am just so tummy heavy in the front that I don't always want elastic there. So again, this is kind of an experiment. I don't know if I'll love this silhouette or whatever, but I'm kind of going to play with that. This is the other pant pattern I've been looking at, and you can't, the pictures they've taken on here are really not super helpful. I can't see a lot of the details, but it is a pull-on pant, and it's got the princess line. Is that what you call them on pants? I think it is. Princess line seams on the front and back. And then it's also got these kind of, they're not pockets as far as I can tell. They're just decorative seams here and here on both of them. This is the short one. This is the longer pant, and this one's cuffed and the longer one is not. But I want a good pair of pull-on pants. I feel like with the COVID lifestyle, that's going to be convenient. And I just don't always love looking like I'm about to work out all the time. So that is kind of my pants one. And then, and I also, let's go over here and I'm going to show you my fabric here. This is a twill. It's a heavyweight bottom fabric, and it's twill weaved. I cannot remember off the top of my head what the fabric content is, but it's a decent weight. It's almost heavyweight. I hate to actually say that it's heavyweight because I don't know. It's not quite that much, but I'm going to make some adjustments here to the feet, so there you go. That's hopefully a little bit better. So I can actually feel like I'm, nope, I went the wrong way, didn't I? I always feel like when I reach forward to do this, see, then my head goes off the screen. Hello! So I am going to try to adjust that a little bit more. So that is but back to the fabric, the things that really matter, not me and my silly wiggly face, but the pants pattern there is going to be that. And the only thing is with it being heavyweight, I'm not sure how that's going to handle the wideness of the leg, right? Because if you go, when you do the wide leg, and you can't see that because I didn't switch scenes, let's just do this. That wide leg stuff, it's just can't be done in a heavier weight fabric, right? Because it's going to start looking like you're, I don't know, it's going to start standing away from your body in a way that is not exactly, for one, easy to walk in. Like if you had that much fabric around your legs and it was a stiffer fabric, like, no, it's just not going to work. So, so this one is going to have to be maybe either a straight leg or something. I'm not sure. That's kind of where I'm loving that look, but I don't love this. So this fabric it's a textured fabric. It's brown. I don't know the fiber content. I bought this a long time ago and it's been in my stash. It was originally for pants when I bought it. There was a Sandra Betsina pattern, or yeah, that I was going to make some pants out of, but didn't end up doing. And yeah, but these have a much more a nicer drape to them. I don't know if you can tell the difference at all, but this one is drapier and this one is really kind of stiff. So I'm thinking that I could experiment with this one for that wide leg look that I'm liking. But I don't have a lot of fabrics in my stash right now that are really going toward that pant look. So I'm just not sure actually about that yet. As we're talking through it, I'm not sure. So those are pants. These are not pants. That's for something else. I'll talk about that in a minute. So I think that's it on the pants front for my next round. But that is probably, for one, that is the biggest hole in my wardrobe is the pants. None of my pants fit post baby number 2. That I changed shape a little bit more with my second baby than I did with my first baby. So I feel like I can get the pants on, but they just feel weird. I'm a little bit hippier now than I was before. So pants are the biggest hole. That's what I'm going to start with, and hopefully use that fabric. And I got to decide between those patterns, but that'll probably be the next thing I sew. So some other fun things here. Let's see. The other thing I want to work on, I want to do some fun sewing. I feel like with my sewing, I've been sewing masks, or I haven't even been doing sewing at all. I've been doing practical sewing, so I really want to do a couple more fun projects that are going to either be quick or that are going to give me a result that I'm going to love. So that's what this fabric's for. So this is a knit fabric. Let's see, where is work and chat? Let's Ta-da! Okay, so this fabric is a very soft knit. It feels like a double brushed poly. It might be a single brush. No, I think it's double brushed poly. Super soft, and I was kind of hoping to make a maxi dress out of it. This, I just love it. I love the blue of it. I love the flowers of it, and it just seems like the perfect dress to just sit in. Because it's double brushed poly, part of the reason I'm hesitating is because this double brushed poly catches on itself, you can tell, and when you make a big fuller dress, that catching can just not hang the way that you want it to. But I think I'm gonna risk it on that and just do it anyway, and if it catches really bad, I'll shorten it or make it a shirt or narrow the skirt or something. So I don't have a pattern for this one yet. I've got a couple in my stash that I'm thinking about, but they're not knit patterns, they're woven patterns. So I really kind of have a vision right now of this with cap sleeves. I want, like I said, the cap sleeve, but maybe flutter sleeves and a V-neck and a long maxi, and I just don't have a pattern for that yet. So this is really high on my to-sew list, but I gotta find that pattern first. We'll see. Maybe I'll hack something. I don't know. This one I'm thinking about making, but I might push it up. So this is a pretty medium weight. Might also be double brushed poly as well. And I want to make this one into a seamwork Oliver. So Oliver. Let's pull that one up real quick and I will show you what that one looks like. Let's see, so here, that's my inspiration. So let's go to seamwork and we're gonna do, yep, Oliver. And this one is this lighter fabric that they've made this one out. It's a little bit hard to see. The sleeves on it are kind of these lantern-y sleeves that I don't love. So you could kind of see it there. You can kind of tell there's a seam there. This one you can see that seam there a little more. I don't love this thing right there, right? But I love this boat neck. I really like boat necks. Now, if you look at this neckline right there, and this is true for every seamwork pattern I have ever made, it really pulls across the front of the neck right there. I don't know the official pattern makey thing to what that is called, or if there's a specific adjustment that you do for that. I'm not really sure. But I know that I am a little worried about that with this pattern. But I have enough of this fabric that I could play with it a little bit if I want to. I could experiment a little bit. So this fabric will probably be the Oliver. The question is, do I want to make that right now or not? But well, again, if I can't find a pattern for that dress, that might be the next one I do, because that'll be a really quick sew and it'll be kind of fun. Purple polka dots, can't go wrong with that, right? So that is kind of my next up things. Then I have some stretch goals, because I always have too many goals. So let's see how we want to. So that's this fabric. The next thing I want on my list to try to work on is I'm working on TNTs. Like, I really need some good solid TNTs in my stable. That seems like a weird way to say it, but the word for that, portfolio? I don't know. TNTs. I want a good t-shirt pattern. So we're going to go back real quick here and we're going to pull up the Seamwork Orlando. Search in patterns for the Seamwork Orlando. So if you can tell, it's a really fitted tee. Just a band neckline, a simple turn at the sleeves. It's got cap sleeve, it looks like, and I don't remember if the long sleeve, I think the long sleeve is either a hack or a bonus, I don't remember. So it's got these little cap sleeves that I'm looking for. So this one I kind of want to start with and try to see if I can get a TNT pattern out of it. I'm because you can make 5,000 of these and layer them and all that sort of stuff. So this is on my TNT pattern, and it's such a basic, and I've got several other pieces of fabric that that I want to make out of this that I think this is going to be on my short list for making. So the fabric will be this basic gray jersey net. It's nothing fancy, nothing special. I have oodles of it, and it's kind of, when I found it, it was kind of wadded up in the box instead of folded, so it's very wrinkly right now. But I have yardage, as you can tell, yardage and yardage of it. So this, I'm going to use this to try to get that TNT t-shirt pattern done, and then I've got some stuff for later in the fall where I might even do longer sleeves, or maybe I'll just do short sleeves for layers. I don't know, but I'll have a good solid scoop neck TNT shirt. So that's the plan for that, and that one's pretty high priority too. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. If I get that done faster than I think I will, which we all know how that goes, I am going to work on a block for a skirt. Just a basic, nothing fancy, just the block itself, so that I have the measurements ready to go. Because this fabric here is it's really unpleasant to the touch. It's not a good fabric, but I think I haven't. Oh, this is actually even a muslin. I have more yardage of this over there somewhere, but so this was actually a muslin that I made out of a little bit more of it, but it's great muslin fabric because I think it was a thrift store purchase, and yeah, I don't love this shirt either, but I'm going to take this apart too and reuse it. So I want to get a basic A-line block, maybe straight, I'm not sure, that I can then hack, because I really like skirts and tights for the winter. So hopefully I can get that block done in time to maybe work on that later in the fall. Again, that's a stretch goal, and I don't know if I'll get to that. Okay. This one was just in the pile. This is beautiful, and so I pull it out every once in a while and say, oh, maybe I'll make this up. This one, I dream of making this into a Seamwork Elmira, which is a wrap style cardigan with the long ties in the front, and I think that would just be so beautiful in this fabric. But I pull it out, and then I'm saying, oh, not this time, maybe next time. This is barely scraps. I have made a shirt out of this already that's in my closet, and I love the fabric, but I don't love the shirt I've made with it. It was a Seamwork Hayden, and again, with the neckline is just up here. I didn't do a good job on the facing. That was one of my my bias tape was weird on the facing. I'd not done bias tape for a loop closure, and I don't know, somehow I didn't do it right, so it really sticks out funny. And my hook and eye is backwards, so it falls off. And again, things I could probably go back and fix, but I don't really love the shirt that much, so I'm not sure I want to go back and fix it. But I think I have enough here to make a Clark. And I made a muslin of the Clark out of a thrifted skirt, and I really enjoy that shirt. It needs a few more tweaks because the neckline's so big, it's indecent. But so we need a couple of tweaks on that, but I'm hoping to squeeze out a Clark out of this. It is August, and I don't know if I want to try to get this done now when, you know, we're just a few weeks from the weather starting to cool down, but we still have 90-degree weather to, you know, on occasion at the end of August here, and maybe even some warm days in September. So I might still do it just to get that fitting done, and then the Clark is going to be a fantastic one for layering. I might even be able to modify the Clark a little bit for a few other pieces. I've got some satin, I think it's satin, in the closet that would make a really, really nice layering piece. Just a simple white satin tank top that you can put under a lot of things would be great. I layer through the winter. I'm not somebody that has a seasonal wardrobe that you go through and change every season. I am somebody that layers and reuses, and most of the time I get 3 seasons out of my stuff, sometimes 4. So tank tops and layering stuff like that I kind of use year round. So that's a lot of stuff, more than I can probably do in any reasonable time coming up, because I am a little bit of a slower sewing person, but I'm going to prioritize and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to work toward that that inspiration picture I did, by the way, download the Tacoma blouse. I have that, and it's on my bonus list because everything about that blouse is awesome. And I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, I can't make this. I can't wear this. And my husband, was showing him the picture, and he's like, well, why not? I'm like, oh, I mean, that's a lot of style, and I'm kind of vanilla. I don't have a lot of style. And he's like, and I said, well, I'm just going to go look because probably the pattern isn't even my size because, like I said, I push that plus size. So if it's standard size patterns, I don't usually fit in them. So I pull it up and nope, it's in my size. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And my husband's like, let me get this straight. You see this shirt you love and the pattern's in your size, but you're probably not going to make it. And I was like, well, when you put it that way, it sounds kind of silly. So I am going to do I am going to try to work toward that one too. I'm going to get it and muslin the size on that. But I really need the pants first. As much as I love that style, I really need the pants first. And I really want this maxi dress because I wear maxi dresses just when I work at home in the back room. I really like that comfortable knit dress, just throw it on and go kind of thing. So I'm going to work on the pants first and getting those figured out because those are most definitely becoming a hole in my wardrobe. Some of my pants literally have holes, so there are holes in the hole in my wardrobe. And then I'm going to do this because I know I'll wear it all the time, and then I'll start seeing there from whether I want to go with, do I want to maybe finish up the Clark real quick, or do I want to go ahead and fit the Tacoma, or what I want to do. So there'll be more updates on my sewing plans, but I just was going to share where I'm at today, and the next time I sew, which I'm not sure when that will be. Again, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications because my posting schedule is a bit erratic as I still figure out this streaming thing and when my time is, and I've got 2 babies and a husband and a job, and so I'm still figuring out how it all fits together. So, but the next time I sew, which might be later today if I can squeeze it in, where I can maybe get my pants pattern together and altered and all that stuff, that's my next step. I will be doing that for that McCall's wide leg or the peppermint, whichever one I'm doing, or I may just compare and contrast. We'll see. I'm hoping to get to that today. That'll be my goal for this week, is to get my patterns all ready and my fabric cut out and all that. So I hope you will join me for that, and let me know what you think of the styles. Let me know if any of this is stuff you'd wear or stuff you would never wear or whatever, and I look forward to talking to you more about it next time, and happy streaming. And yes, there's my daughter's hand. She's peeking in.